Welcome back, everybody. We are here. I'm Kathryn Kupan from Somatic Study Society, and I'm in Red Deer. And I'm here with Aurora Eggert from Aurora Eggert Coaching and the Yurt Experience. And Aurora is in Beaver Mines. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about our journeys, our hearts, and where we have come and where we're at now, and how we are very excited to offer women an opportunity to experience a healing heart journey themselves. So, Aurora, can you tell us a little bit about your heart, where you've been and where you're at now?
Yeah, I'd love to share. I'm gonna try to keep a very long story fairly short. Um, I went through a bunch of heartbreaks. I went through physical abuse, emotional abuse. As a child, I was very, very anxious. I want to say anxious, nervous. And then I had phases where I was entertaining and the clown. And so I never really knew how to feel safe within myself. I was mostly calm on the outside, but on the inside, I was either boiling with rage or anxiety or, yeah, so many emotions that I didn't know how to express safely because at times I wasn't surrounded with people who would honor and hold space for me. So, what you learn as a child is to just, compress it, depress it, bottle it up, and you make assumptions about yourself that are not really healthy. Um, and I know my story is not unique when it comes to abuse, emotionally, physically, mentally, and it shaped me intensely, and I was not aware of it. I kept getting into relationships, and you can imagine a person who is guarded, who has her heart guarded because she's scared to get hurt one more time, once again. She will try to reach out for connection, to be close to someone, but she will do it with her body and with her ego and not with her heart. And so I was able to bring in a lot of people to start relationships with, but there always came a point where the relationship would fall apart and I couldn't see why. And I kept pointing at the other person and at my, taste, my taste and preferences, not seeing that it was my closed heart that would either chase people away or draw people towards me that were also operating on a closed heart. And those relationships were never healthy and nourishing. I went to therapy and I had to deal with a therapist who would tell me things like, you gotta toughen up, girl. You gotta do all those things. And I just thought, that that doesn't help me. That's not, a person holding space for me to feel safe. That is a person judging me and telling me that I'm broken and I need to get better. So I tried a couple sessions because I thought everybody says therapy is what is going to save you, but it didn't get me anywhere. So I decided to leave the sessions and therapy behind me, and I engaged in excessive exercising. Uh, I became orthorexic, so that is when you're obsessed with healthy eating and all different kinds of coping mechanisms to distract from my broken heart. And it pushed people away out of my life that I wanted close. And I couldn't understand why these people would not want to be close to me. And again, it was me not seeing that I had a closed up heart, that I was mind and ego driven. And it is only after a huge breakup, one more breakup, and me then deciding to leave my home country, Germany, to move to Canada, to end up in a forest here that I thought would magically heal me. No, it faced me with all my troubles from back in Germany and my heartbreak and my all my mess. And I hit rock bottom here in the forest where I'm sitting right now and realized, shit, I need to find ways to get out of this mess. And I came across this YouTuber, and the first video I clicked on, she talked about emotional healing and how we need to emotionally heal after we go through trauma. And I realized, oh my God, I've never done that. I went to talk therapy and talked things out, but I didn't feel things out. I didn't release my body from the trauma. It was still stuck inside of me, dense as can be. And it is then through yoga and somatic healing that I was able to connect to my body again, because I realized my mind, my heart, my body were completely disconnected. And yoga brought me back to my heart. Energy healing brought me back to my soul. And it was a long journey. It took me, I want to say, 10 years to get to where I'm at today. And I'm not healed yet. I'm still deeply engaged in my healing journey. But with my work, what I offer at the Yurt, what we want to offer you together, Kathryn and I think it's safe to say for the both of us, we want to give you tools on how to shorten that time so that you don't sit in this pain and suffering for 10 years or longer. Um, One thing I want to say to close my part of this is that pain and suffering is part of the human experience. We cannot guarantee you that you will never go through pain again, because it's part of our life. But what we can share with you is tools on how to ground yourself, on how to stay connected to your heart, on how to become more resilient, and on how to express your needs, your boundaries, your love, so that when pain and suffering comes your way again, that you are equipped to navigate it with more grace and more courage, and that you know there is always a safe place, to come home to, and it is your heart.
Yep, absolutely. Well, there's so many things that resonate within me that you've gone through and you experienced, but your experience is true to you. Um, and I'm sure that there are many similarities. I could say so many of the same things, but I'm gonna say this, that I understand what you just explained in short form without being you. From my own experiences, and my heart journey has taken me through a few marriages and divorces, having children, blending families, being in other types of relationships, coming to a place within myself where I knew um, and loved who I was in my own truth and identity, and knowledge that I didn't have to fit into the societal norm of a female being in a relationship with a male, because my heart opened up exponentially, and my passion and my yearning for wanting to be with a partner was actually with a female partner. And I was like, and interestingly enough, that came in my 40s. Didn't think about that at all. It was like I just didn't have any thought, recollection of it as I was growing up. I just always knew that, a man and a woman are supposed to be married, and that's you have kids together, and that's what life is supposed to be like, and that was my norm. And when I had some aha moments for myself, uh, wake up calls, sirens, whatever you might want to call it, and the way that my body felt, and not just it was out of my brain, and my body was connected, and my heart was just like, there was this opening that happened, and I can feel a resonating throughout. And I was like, oh, this is a part of me. Like, I'm okay with this. And I was worried that other people wouldn't be okay with that. And when I expressed where I was at in my life and my chosen partner, um, my family and friends were just like, completely accepting. And a number of people said, oh, well, we wondered how long it would take. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you wonder now? Well, yeah, we kind of already knew. And I'm like, what? Because I didn't know. Because I kept stuffing. I kept being like, that can't be normal. That can't be true. I'm not going to be able to continue to go to church. I'm not going to be able to continue to have certain relationships and friendships. And what's everybody going to think of me? And just worry, worry, worry. And then would stuff it all down. But my experience to being able to open up, um, and to feel the sensations in my body like breathing and my holding myself and speaking more clearly, I was like, this is all part of my journey and this is my truth. This is my identity. I'm okay with this. And it's okay if you're not okay, because what really matters is where I'm at and how I'm holding peace for myself. And I came to a greater and deeper understanding when my heart was opening up to my truth and my identity in my relationships, in my friendships, etc. Of it's hard to explain. When the heart opened up, it's not like the mind went away, but there was a connection. Like the connection happened, and the connection was good. It wasn't something that I was running away from either point. It was like the light was shining from both ends and they finally joined each other. And when they joined each other, there was like, it just stayed and it stuck. And there were no more questions. There were no more internal questions or worries or fears or wondering. It was just like, this is okay. I'm good. Let's move on. And so all of that experience with my heart and part of my relationships and my own identity, I was on that path taking my yoga therapy designation and integrative somatic yoga therapy practice. That was through the personal training diploma and things like that, where it was like more of a body thing. So my journey was all part of the trainings that I was doing at the same time. And I have one very distinct time when I felt a complete opening of that heart. And I was in a somatic yoga therapy session with my mentor, and we did a little bit of movement. We did some breath work. We talked a little bit, expressed, because you need to talk and just kind of be like, oh, I have to get that verbal diarrhea out so I can feel within. And we did that, and we were doing a little bit of some Thai massage, and there were some songs that were playing, and there was one specific song, Healing Heart, by Sophia Spolino. And during that bit of the Thai massage and my body moving, the song was playing, and every word in that song was resonating with my whole body, about forgiveness, about allowing, about my heart is opening, and I could see things. And when the part in the song came to my heart is opening up, I'm feeling, I'm allowing, I'm being who I truly was meant to be. It was like, and the song, the artist plays the harp, and my heart is opening, the harp is playing, and I can see like this great big chest opening and this white light, and it's just like, and I can feel and see myself floating, and I'm just like, this is a whole embodied experience. Like it was so beautiful. And I was like, it's my go-to. I listen to that song every time. I played for my students and clients in classes, and was like, just listen to the words, just give it a thought. How's your body feeling? And the more I experienced that within myself, the more had more heart opening. And I don't think there's going to be a place where the whole heart is opened and it's open. Like it's like that growth in your healing journey is continual. There's always going to be something. There's going to be like some ebbs and flows, but the heart is going to open, it's going to fluctuate, it's going to breathe, it's going to close. But it's always experiencing it. I'm allowing all of that to continue to come forward. So I created the Healing Heart Journey program to offer to women so they can have the tools to like you said, not wait 10 years. And I'm not saying that like cognitive therapy isn't good, because it's amazing, but somatic that we're offering is, it's just it's mind blowing. To tell you the truth, it is. It's that the mind body connection with your entire being, your body breathing, the felt sense journey, your openness to being aware, to identifying things, to learning the tools that in a moment, like you don't have to go to a specific class to only do that for 30 minutes, but there are tools that your body can learn, that you can be standing in the grocery store, you can be in the car, you can be in any place, and it's like something's coming up for you. I identify that. I know my somatic practice. I know my breath. I know where to place that in my body, and continue to have that open heart feeling and experience. So that's what we are going to offer for everybody to experience and learn and take away when we get together at the yurt with Aurora. So
That is so powerful, let me tell you. Um, because Kathryn knows her stuff, but also embodies it. And that is what makes it so incredibly powerful and impactful, that she doesn't just have the intellectual knowledge, but she embodies it. And we are animals, right? We are energetic beings. So just by being present, like sharing a room with Catherine, you feel her energy, you feel the way she accepts herself and loves herself, and that is contagious. Super contagious. Every time we talk, I feel so happy. My partner today, he was like, "Oh my God, you have a 2-hour meeting that's gonna drain you." And I'm like, "No, it's with Catherine. She energizes me." And so you're in for a treat with her gift, with her sharing it and knowing that she experienced it herself. It's gonna be